Okay, so just checked out a new Korean action film on Netflix called Kill Bok-soon. Um, it is directed and written by Song Hyun Byun. The film is actually, we really do not have a whole heap of info, which is kind of irritating. Oh, here we go. It is produced by Yi Jin-hee. It's edited by Kim Sang-bom. Choi Yong-ne is on cinematography. Music is Lee Jin-hee and Kim Hong-jip. Uh, do, 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 do. What else do we have? Stunts were Andreas Frank, casting Dorit Simone, and our cast. Okay, so Gil Bok-soon is played by Jeon Do-yeon. We have got Kwang-jae, played by George Tass. Kim Yong-ji, his sister is played by Lee Young. Uh, du- du- du. Hmm. Who else do we have? Uh, Cha Min-kyu is played by Sol Kong-ju. We have Isom, played by Cha Min-hee. Kyo-hwan is played by Han Hee-sung. Is yeah, Kyo-hwan plays Han Hee-sung, right? Yeah, and Kim Si-ah plays Jil Jae-young, um, the daughter of our protagonist. The gist of the film is this: single mother Gil Bok-soon, otherwise known as Kill Bok-soon, is one of the world's deadliest assassins, thanks to her 100% success rate on contract killings. Boksoon works for MK Enterprise, which is run by the man that taught her, Min Koi. The pair hold mutual respect for each other, but Gil Bok-soon understands that a moment's notice could take everything away from her. Just before Gil Bok-soon was due to renew her contract, loyalties are put to the test when Bok-soon is involved in a kill or be killed incident. I mean, it's not really a kill or be killed incident, right? It's a contract that, yeah, kind of changes her views on everything. So, with this film, right, I think it's kind of based, in some places, it's like, a top assassin, but the hardest thing she finds is raising a daughter, you know? And the daughter dynamic, it's played on during the film, but the problem is there's no real chemistry there that you really feel, you know? Like it's having them interact and argue about stuff, or the daughter's on the phone all the time and just all of this stuff, but there's no real rapport that you feel. Now, maybe a cultural thing, right? So this may play completely differently in Asia. But, for me, I just wasn't really feeling that. So then when you do have these other moments later on between the two, it doesn't necessarily work as well as it could, I thought. We start off with this big fight sequence, to show the prowess of Boksoon, you know. It did kind of remind me of Indiana Jones. The I think it's Temple of Doom, right? I think the one with the guys with the sword and he's you know the one. I feel that's Temple of Doom, but yeah, kind of remind me of that. Now, one thing that they do, which isn't too bad, right? There is the fights aren't bad, right? But with the fights, you do get this kind of effect that they use where it will be like she'll be facing someone and something might get said or something, and then you see this whole thing play out, but then you realize, oh no, that's not actually, that's the fault of what she thinks it might play out as. So like once it happens once, you understand what it is, but it's not really referenced until the end kind of thing, you know? So it's like, is this premonition? Premonition? I feel that's what is called. Right? I don't know. But is it that? Is this, I mean, an alternative reality? Like, what is this sequence meant to be showing us? You know what I mean? So they could have done a better job with that. And then I think it's just this relationship that she has with the chairman and the other killers, right? It's not really established that well. We see certain things which would lead you to think something, right? And then there's a conversation at one point where she's trying to help someone out in a way. But then, when that's talked about later on, is something completely different. So you're just like, okay, what are these relationships? Because if you build them up the way they should be built up, it then makes the film more impactful as it goes on and these other events unfold. So I thought the idea is there. It wasn't necessarily as strongly executed as I would have, what I mean, really kind of dug. I think if you enjoyed stuff like My Name, um oh god, there's been a few that we've looked at recently, and my freaking memory is just completely shut down. I know there's a film on called Furies, right? Which I did try and take a look at, and I just found it a bit too, yeah. It just, I can just, I wasn't convinced, so I just bailed because I mean, didn't really have the time. But stuff like that, I would say, I mean, if they work for you, then Gil Bok-soon, I mean, that probably will as well, you know? Uh yeah. Oh, Jung-e, right? We looked at that a few weeks back again. Yeah, I feel they are very similar in tone and just the way the story is and all of that. Because I think I had similar issues with that story. But yeah, if those things work for you people, then Gil Bok-soon, that I think that probably will as well. Okay, it's on Netflix, so yeah, there you go, people. It's not Leon, you know, but it's not. Kate was fun, you know, from a year ago, 2 years ago, right? They were fun. I enjoyed those. This isn't quite that, but you know, it may work for you. So yeah, there you go. Kill Box soon.